Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused.
Pregnant.
I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get pregnant?
I take care of many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That,
Can men get pregnant?
again, as I'm saying,
I don't get this. I don't get it. Why doesn't she just say no and then move on?
Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool.
You guys don't get it. You guys,
Listen,
it's not even a weird like gotcha. I mean, he said it, biological male. That's not. How's it a gotcha? Biological male. I mean, dude. I mean, what?
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get
Guys, this
pregnant?
has nothing to do with gender. Don't give me this like, oh, but dude, a gender. Guys, you guys know my take about like genders and whatnot. This is completely a part of this. That is not the same thing at all.
Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert.
Yo, I think when they say biological male, I think what the question means would be their sex. That would be their sex. You can't. Yo, I mean, really?
Called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant?
Because that is before any sort of form of thinking has been made, right? That's how you spawn in. Guys, that's how you spawn in. I understand that there's some elaboracy when you are a brain, and you have thoughts, and you have feelings, and you become something, whatever you want, right? But you're still something at spawn. That talks about what if you spawn like this, can you do that? I mean, it's not a checkmate. It's just I mean, you just answer truthfully. I don't think why is that a gotcha?
That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity.
Well, if leftists disagree with me, they're not leftists, they're brain dead. I mean, don't make this a right-wing or left-wing thing. If you disagree with that, you're a moron. Like, I don't understand it. You're not left or right, you've lost your mind. You're not part of anything. You're not in either wing. Bro, you're not even in the brain. Where are you? Bro, you're go to sleep or some shit. Are you stupid?
As a medical professional and as a scientist, can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
what
Guys,
you were talking about.
I think what she thinks that this political guy will turn his political, right? Because he's gonna gauge down between sex and gender, right? And he's gonna do a gotcha. That's fine. If she knows her shit, what she should be doing, address the biological sex things, and then try to, when he swaps the gender, stop him right there in his tracks and disprove him. It's all good. You can forfeit the argument of the sex thing, and when he goes to gender, bang, stop him in the middle. How hard is that? What a dumb
Is biological.
You're not going to answer my question, it sounds like.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push
I'm
people
not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about
He's
science.
saying he's a right-wing propagandist. Bro, can I be honest with you? I don't give a shit. The way that you can deal with those guys, okay, if you think it's propaganda, is just by debunking them on the fly. This guy's question, at least the first one, is not, I get it, maybe there's 50 gotchas coming up. The first question, that one at least, is not a gotcha. I don't see it. You could easily go forward after that and still win your argument.
And about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
It also,
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously.
When did
He should
people
say,
start caring about
he
women's
should say male,
sports?
but
And your claims to be a person of science, if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still
I'm
here
so glad we're
talking
watching
about this.
2016 Culture
I am
War
a person of
slop. Your
science, and
takes
I'm
are
also
really
someone here
interesting
who's
and unique.
here to.
how is this
X.
culture war? Bro, how is this culture war?
It would be like asking Asman if he is bald.
Bro, you're the
It is
person
a
who
yes or
creates
no
the culture
question.
war.
The
If
hair he's
you
spawned in
can't
with is not the
answer
hair
a
you will
noble
leave with.
question, I mean, you are making that happen. How can you get mad if you're convince the people that men can go out and poop out a baby out of nowhere? Like, are you stupid? If you're a biological male, if you're to delude them that they could ever be pregnant, I mean, you're awful. You're sending people to the grinder. You're brainwashing them. It's just sad. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yes or no? Unbelievable.
Finally,
How
if
can
I
the
hear
left be so
badge
retarded?
XQCL.
Again, if you don't know what a man and a woman
My
is,
twin, my
you need to be
heartless and young boy
institutionalized.
drops his
You
albums.
do. You've got to be institutionalized. Somebody's got to do something about that. And I think also this is the thing that's so frustrating about it, is that every single person that's up there knows exactly what a man and a woman is. But there's this weird, it's like a George Orwell fucking dystopian thinking where like they just keep repeating the same thing that's not true infinitely, and then they hope that, oh well, maybe now
All I have to do is use the correct terminology. It's not very difficult. It's not easy to not be a transphobe and be a whatever, and still hold to your values and whatever. Like, why is that so hard? You want to talk about sex? You can say biological male, cool. Okay. You want to talk about social constructs and gender disorder? You can say man, woman, whatever. How hard is that? Oh wow, you have a pronoun that I'm familiar with. I'm going to use it to be nice and go along and be civilized and move on with my life. How hard is that? It is so simple. It is such an easy way to add to a social contract and move on with your life. I don't know why that's so hard for some people. Like, what? No, I have to say, you're not.
What's your favorite boy?
You said that. You're not that. You could never get real baby because you said that you're a woman. Nah. You're like, dude. Okay, I mean, you're a loser. Like, I think it's odd. I'm not part of the problem. Because what people try to do, they try to abuse those systems. They try to abuse the language being used for their advantage. Some of the right-wing people will do what the guy was doing on the TikTok we just watched. I know what you're trying to do. He'll do the sex thing and then swap it up with the gender thing and try to get a gotcha, right? You slow down the dialogue, right? You make sure that every term you're being used, you know what term you're using. And when the discussion changes, you make sure that people understand that the discussion changed. And you could never lose. It's important for those people to be equipped with those dialogues. To
Just
be able.
got timed out for saying Therese to Jen.
Yeah, I mean, good. This doc should be equipped with the arguments. You said the semantics. That's what it is these days. Semantics. What about it? Yo, how am I MAGA coded? I literally made a super left. I made like a very progressive argument. I made a comment that's very, and you're so bad at politics. You don't even understand that was a left wing take. Like, that's just insane. How is that MAGA coded to say that sex and gender are different?